Good morning, good people. Today is July 3rd, 2024. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning here in southwestern Nevada, Nye County specifically. And this is Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help our viewers, our students, on their journey through life. Today, our meme, what we're going to be talking about today, is what do people buy? Simon Sinek, what do people buy? It's a hint. Simon Sinek is a hint to the answer to the question, what do people buy? So if you know Simon Sinek, great. Okay. And today is Wednesday. So big day. We have our volunteers breakfast this morning at 8 o'clock. So we're going to get this thing done quickly. This is the short day of the week because I got to the store, get the fresh fruit, get the other supplies, etc., etc. Remind Maria. Let's see. Sorry, people. Got to get this out. Sorry, we'll edit this out. Methodist Church need hard-boiled eggs. Okay. I found it's important to ask. It is important to ask the questions. Ask the questions. When you send a text, don't end the text in a statement, end it in a question mark so you know that people are, so everybody knows the expectations are properly set. Okay, but on to our thing for today because time is racing. Our meme of today, what do people buy? And we're not asking the question in a literal way. We're not saying, well, they buy food, they buy things they want. That's not what we mean. By that, we mean on a internal level. What do they accept? What do they concur with? What things fit into that category? Spoke to my daughter Elise last night, had a good conversation. Still waiting, attempting to talk to Xanadu. Okay, what do people buy? And this is one of the top, or a few years ago at least, it was one of the top TED Talks of all time. Starting out with, our presumption is that people buy what we do. People buy how we do it. That the most successful companies, they tell you what they do, they tell you how they do it, and they say buy. We're the greatest this, we make that, buy our product. And that's because it appeals to the prefrontal cortex. The new brain. However, what do we find? According to Simon Sinek, no, our decisions are made based upon things in our old brain, our feelings, not what we think, it's what we feel. He's got a lot of good anecdotal evidence to support that belief. So people don't buy what you do, according to Simon Sinek, people buy why you do it. Okay, now how does that fit into our why are we here? Why are we talking about that? Well, this is week 3, day 3 in our neuroscience-oriented approach to success in our textbook. This is week 3, day 3. Day 1, David Logan, the tribes that we're in. We talked about that. Day 2 was Seth Godin talking about telling a compelling story. Well, let's wind it back. So this is week 3. Week 3 we call Outside Our Skull-Sized Kingdom, and last week, week 2, was Inside Our Skull-Sized Kingdom. This is now Outside Our Skull-Sized Kingdom, and kind of the idea is inside our skull-sized kingdom. That means we view the world around us. Everything happens to us. Our orientation is we are the center of the universe. So in week 3, we step outside of ourselves, outside of our universe, our skull-sized kingdom, and we notice, hey, there's other people out here who think the world revolves around them. But I know it revolves around me, but they think it revolves around them. So I'm going to try to figure out, well, what is it that they think? What's going on in their brains? Why do I do this? Well, because in my journey through life, I can't do it all alone. I need other people's help. So the more effective I am at attracting other people, getting other people to help me, the more successful I will be. Or in our metaphor of the boat, I need a boat that's big enough to get me from where I am to where I want to go and be able to accumulate treasure and have a below deck that's big enough where I have safety, etc. That means I need a crew. And having a crew means I need to have the right crew. So at the end of the day, week 3 is about selecting the right crew for your boat. And on day 1, David Logan talks to us about the people on your boat. Your crew is kind of like your tribe. It's got to be people that are like you, or at least complementary to you, people who are going to make it on the journey with you. Because it's going to be, you're going to be relying upon each other. So David Logan says, well, here's one way to start getting a crew for your boat. Join a tribe. Don't create a tribe. Join a tribe and nudge it forward. Join a tribe and then basically come up with something a little bit different and get them to join your crew. Okay. Day 2 answers the question, well, how do we do that? And Seth Godin says, okay, well, here's how we do it. First, in order to attract people in your crew, first you have to tell them something that's different. You've got to find something to change, because if they're happy being in the crew that they're in, or the tribe they're in, if they're happy with the way things are, there's no reason to change. So you got to find something to change. So if your boat metaphor, it would be like, that destination, the destination we're going isn't the best destination, or the way we're trying to get there isn't the best way to do it. It's something that's different. Okay. Then you need to tell a compelling story. And then you need to connect, find out who is interested in helping you, going with you. And then number 4 is you have to lead them. Okay, cool. Now, that's Seth Godin. Now we bring it down to another level of Simon Sinek helping us in one of those 4 parts. So the leading them is actually week 4. So take that out. Connecting the true believers and ignoring the non-true believers. That's an easy one. In that we just say to them, we say to the, who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? Just like Jerry Maguire. Who's coming with me? And not getting sucked into arguing with the people who are not coming with you. Don't try to persuade the non-believers. Just go around telling your story as much and as often as you can to get the people who believe what you believe. Step 2, that was step 3. Step 2, tell a compelling story. Step 1, find something to change. So the thing that needs the most attention in that is, how do you tell a compelling story? And that is day 3. That is Simon Sinek. That is our meme for today. What do people buy? Because, wait for it, because Simon Sinek says people don't buy what you do. People don't buy how you do it. People buy why you do it. What is your reason? What is your why? Simon Sinek said, what's your why? What is your why for doing the things you do? Why do you do what you do? So the compelling story is just simply about why we need to change the status quo. Why we need to go here. Not what are we not, it's not about, hey, we're going to go to this better place. And here's what the better place is like. No, it's why are we going to go to this better place? It's not how are we going to get to the better place. It's why do we need to go there instead of here? Why do we need to do it? People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And that goes to feelings, right? Feelings. That goes to feelings. So very simply, Simon Sinek says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Let's see, chat is, engage with your audience, start a poll, start a Q&A. Well, we're trying something different. Let's see what happens. So there's this new thing we're doing. I was advised to do this new thing. Oh, sorry, people. Okay, so the question is, who are you logged in as? Because I added Sophia.Bevilacqua 2.0 to the thread, and I added Maticus von Atticus to the thread. So let's see. Oh. So I don't know what that is. Let's see if there's a way to add channel and Q&A, participants. Oops, I might have screwed the pooch there. Nope. Okay. Maybe this will do it. Okay, so let's see if that did it. I added that account. So maybe you need to check your email or something. But maybe we'll have to figure it out tomorrow. Avoiding the trap questions, Seth Godin. A trick question is designed to fool us into proposing the wrong answer. Example below. A trap question, on the other hand, stops the train completely. Got a difference between trick question and trap question. The trap question demands an answer, and the answer will paralyze us and keep us from the work at hand. Yes, but how many followers does your brand have on Insta? Is a trap question. So are you sure you're prepared enough for the talk you have booked next week? Trap questions bring out demands for perfectionism or amplify feelings of shame. Trap questions ought to be ignored, avoided, or if we must respond, simply say, it's not a priority. Time spent on trap questions is time you'll never get back. Here's the trick question, much easier now that you know that what it is. It was the first batch of questions I created for Guts. The online game launched on Prodigy in 1989. Which of the following was a world boxing champion? Lyndon Johnson. No. Ronald Reagan. Oh. Aha. Lyndon Johnson, Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter, Franklin Delano, Abraham Lincoln, Pat Paulson, none of the above. Most people picked number 7. The answer is 3. Jimmy Carter. What? I never would have picked that. That was a trick question. Okay. Right, the one you least suspect. Okay, that's Seth Godin. We are out of time. I guess Wadabebi could not sign in. LOL. Okay, we'll try it again tomorrow. That's it for today, people. The most important thing for the people who are still here, the people who are going to be watching today, every day isn't a great day here. We try new things, we do new things, we try to always improve, do a little bit better every day. Sometimes it doesn't work. Our goal is not to be lazy or sloppy. Our goal is to do better every day. Sometimes it doesn't work, but that's not what it's about. It's not about entertainment. It's about showing up. It's about repetition, repetition, repetition. It is about trying to replace habits with better habits. So, apologies for the less than ideal conditions today. We're trying something new for posterity. Okay? And with that, I'll say and cut, because we got to get ready to go, and I got to